What is up, everybody? It is your boy Robbie Dagger, back again for some Mobius Double F. Only mobile game I can stand, honestly. So let's get into it. We're gonna talk about the calendar today. We actually have about 5 or 6 pages of new info that dropped. Believe it was yesterday or day before yesterday. It's one of the two. On the 30th is when it dropped. So yeah, yesterday. But we're just going to go over the June calendar, and I'm going to do my best to make separate videos for the banners, to go into the banners in more detail and everything. We'll talk about everything here, though, at least a little bit, so you guys can have at least a good idea of what I'm planning on doing, and, hopefully it'll give you an idea on what you can do for this month. But we do have a lot going on, so let's get started. So for some reason, our June calendar starts on May 31st. But tonight we're getting Chapter 4 of the Season 2 story. Definitely, I'm curious to know what you guys think about the Season 2 story. It hasn't gripped me quite as much as the Season 1 story, personally, but I do think it's pretty interesting seeing we've got a lot of brother and sisterhood stuff going on. I don't know, kind of weird, but pretty cool. So we're getting part 1 of Chapter 4 tonight, actually. And we're also getting something else pretty cool. So, Boosted Greater Summoning featuring, I'm probably going to say this wrong, Sharfritcher, basically EX Warrior 2, from what I understand, is coming. And we're also getting our Ferris Water Supreme card. So a new card's getting added to the lineup tonight. So this will start tonight and it'll go until the 15th. So just keep that in mind if you are planning on going for the EX Warrior job. I always recommend pulling for EX jobs. So this is going to be one I'm recommending to you guys right now that you try for. I'll do a couple pulls on the banner, and I'll let you know how those go. Or better yet, I'll try to get them recorded so you guys can watch and everything. But as far as this job, it's going to be awesome. The EX jobs, the reason why I always recommend pulling for them is because the way they're built is just like, they're built almost in like a future-proof way compared to the regular jobs in the game. They're really well-rounded, and in this game, well-rounded stats usually means longevity, so just keep that in mind. And then I want to talk a little bit about the Ferris art. Wasn't the whole thing with Ferris supposed to be that she like looks like a guy, like she was pretending to be a guy, but like her art is so feminine. She's even got giant boobs and everything, but whatever, we'll skip over that. So this is all dropping tonight. This Supreme card is a Mage Supreme card, water element. Very different from if you have, say, Shiva, the Shiva Sicarius, or not Sicarius, the Shiva, basically the Shiva Minwoo card that you can get in the Rift right now. If you have that, it actually does work a little differently than that card does, because this card has break power, so you would be able to break and kill with this card versus the Shiva card, which is just more of like a killing card. Moving on from that, we're going to have all the first Maya jobs are going to have their Hall of Fames come out this month. So what I want to say, Faviste, we got Esmeralda, and then, I forgot what you're called, baby. Let's move on. But yeah, so we're gonna have a Maya job banner. Oh, the last one's Almathea. Sorry about that. So a Maya job banner, and there's about a 90% chance that you can pull Esmeralda on this banner, and then a 5% chance to pull Almathea. And then another 5% chance for Favist. I'm gonna say skip. I'm gonna say skip like you never skipped before, just because these 3 jobs are pretty damn old. I don't think they're useless, but they're really close to it now. And I mean, this trio coming out at the same time as our EX Warrior, like, unless you get this on your first pull, unless you got your Sharfritcher on your first pull or something, I would not waste a single ticket on the Maya job banner just because those are all regular jobs that you probably don't want anything to do with at this point in the game. What is cool is that her Hall of Fames are coming out, so yeah, you're gonna be able to use the Maya job with the Hall of Fame, of course. But I don't know, at the rate Hall of Fames and jobs come out in this game right now, it's just like not even really worth it to me to. I could not recommend to you guys to pull this job and bust your ass on the Hall of Fames. I know there's people out there who are gonna do it anyway, but you gotta understand, like Hall of Fames, they've got like half a month or maybe a month of time where they're like really good, and then they drop off like quickly, super quickly. So I don't even really spend too much time worrying about Hall of Fames anymore now that we've got all this EX stuff in the game. But definitely is worth considering. You will get something special. You get a I think it's, if you do all 3 of the jobs, you get like the Ravager card or something. No, it's an overpower card ability, like custom panel, and what that does is raise your attack power, break power, magic power slightly. So that'll be nice to have on, for any of your jobs. But I'm sure pretty much only the hardcore players are going to be doing all 3 Hall of Fames anyway. Let me know what you guys plan to do. I will probably do it, honestly, because I do already have these 3 jobs, so I might as well do it. June 4th, we're going to see Limited Revival Greater Summon. We're going to see the 14 and 7 cards. These cards are honestly still very good. The 7 cards, I would rate the 7 cards a little bit higher priority than the 14 cards at this point. The 14 cards, really, the only thing super good on them is like their shift and force cards. The 7 banner has a ton of good cards on that. We've talked about so many times, so I don't want to spend too much time talking about them now. Just come by the Discord if you have any questions, or if you have time, just review one of my old videos talking about these cards, because it'll give you a lot more info than I want to go into right now. June 7th, we'll see the Summer Dream and then the Final Fantasy X. Again, this is another revival banner with really good cards on it. Summer Dream has the Maya, or the Sarah Underwater card is a really good breaking card for Rangers, water element. And then there's a Maya version that's fire element for mages. That's really good, but not anything you need to have at this point, to be honest, unless I'm forgetting something. Final Fantasy X, I want to say the same thing. The Donna and Bartello card is a lot of fun to play with, but other than that, I don't think there's any cards in there that are super necessary. I'm sure I'm forgetting something, but let me know down below if you're remembering anything. But yeah, the ones I mentioned are like the best ones in my head. Moving on, besides that, on the 7th, Favist is when we'll be able to use our Favist, play with that Favist Hall of Fame. And then, oh, okay, so the banners are going to switch around. So first, Esmeralda's going to have that 90% boost, and then Favist will have the 90% boost. Oh my god. Summon at your own risk on this banner. I would stay away from this banner, honestly. June 8th, Mobius Day. June 10th. So these cards are the ones I would really say, if you're missing like say you just started this game and you don't have any of these cards, I would say start at these cards. The Genova cards are freaking awesome, and so are the 11 ones. The 11 ones are actually, the force and shifts are a little bit, tiny little bit stronger than the force and shifts that you'll be able to get from the 14 banner, so don't even, just look away from this. Look away from that and just look ahead to this. It really depends on what you have in your card catalog, though. It depends on what you're missing and what you need for your best cards and stuff, but for me, I really like the 11 and 7 Genova cards. I think those are really, really good. On the 15th, we'll see part 2 of our new Chapter 4 story. Yeah, we'll just some continuation there, which is nice. So, also on the 15th, we're going to see I believe this is an EX Monk. I think. But yeah, and a new EX card, Thanatos X, is going to get added to the lineup. We're going to talk about this a lot more when it gets a lot closer. This will be the second half of the month. So if I'm getting anything, like missing anything here, it's because we'll talk about it a lot more later on in the month. And then we'll see the Almathea. Honestly, probably the stronger out of the trio here. She just has better base stats, but we'll see what she gets in the Hall of Fames and everything. And then we'll probably see an Almathea. Yeah, Almathea boost for the Maya job banner. So that Maya banner is going to be going on all month. June 18th, we'll see Mobius Day. June 24th, a new ranking event. Those are always fun. We'll see what the rewards are for the top. Lately, they haven't really been worth climbing to me, so I haven't really been messing around with it too much. A Greater Summon Supreme, another banner you probably want to skip unless you have tons and tons of extra resources. Basically, it's just a higher chance to pull Supremes in your first couple slots. And then a shop sale at the end of the month as well. We do always see these at the end of the month. It's really nice to pick up some stuff, especially if you need to purchase elixirs. Best time to do it's always the end of the month. And then June 28th will be our Mobius Day. So just going back over this really quick, the things I'm mostly looking forward to, of course, is going to be the 2 EX jobs coming out. I think those are going to be 2 things you're probably not going to miss. And then there's also the... Alright, so here's the thing. The second banner is slightly more significant than the Scharfrichter banner. Not because of the jobs, but because there is an EX card on the second banner, where there is no EX card on the first banner. So if you really have limited resources, don't really need to have the EX swordsman right away. It would pain me to miss both of these, but you know, it happens. Or even to miss one or the two, because both jobs are so awesome. But yeah, this is the better banner just because it's got the Thanatos X on it. You always want to try to pick up those EX cards. And there's also the EX job on the banner too, so you can't go wrong there. But basically both the EX banners are what I'm going to recommend you guys use your resources on this month. And then if you need some of the revival stuff, like, then this is a good month for that also. Mainly the 11 and 7 stuff is what I would recommend. Let me know what you guys think about everything. It's definitely a busy month with a lot of stuff going on. There's going to be a lot of content to clear. If you guys do need some resources, since we're getting both of the chapters parts and stuff, you can always get your resources out of there and experience the new story. My plan is to do everything I can so that I can try for these EX jobs. It's going to be the plan anyway, so let me know what you guys are planning on doing. Real quick, don't forget that you're always invited into the Dreamer Society Discord. We're in there right now. Just wanted to mention, all the way on the side here, so when you come in here and you come all the way down on the left side, this is where you can play the DS RPG. When you go all the way down, you go to DS RPG, you go up here to the pins. Let me show you this button. The pin button's right here, and then the first pin basically will take you to the links where you can download the game right now. Right now it's in a fully playable alpha stage. I know that's not really, I don't want to play no alpha game, Robbie Daggett. And, you know, totally understandable. But if you don't mind doing a little beta testing or alpha testing for your boy, then come up in here and download this for free. It won't cost you anything. The game's only like, I have here that it's 5 to 6 hours long, but it's not. It's like 2 to 3 hours long. I'm actually working on some new content for it right now, and I'll probably be working on that for the rest of the day as much as I can. I'm trying to get a new version released on probably tomorrow or the next day, by Monday for sure. So if you guys do want to check it out, it'll cost you absolutely nothing, and a lot of the Dreamer Society members are actually making cameos in the game. So if that's something you're kind of interested in, for sure, come check it out. It's always a pleasure either way to make these videos, make some content for you guys. I'll have a lot more coming your way very soon. So stay in touch. Be good to yourself. Best of luck to you this month. And I'll catch you later.